for Adam at the movies. What do you got?
Well, this weekend, this is an interesting weekend because there were a number of films that screened or didn't actually screen for press but are coming out. One of them is Scream 7, by the way, which is hitting theaters this weekend. That'll probably be your big #1 film for the weekend, but it didn't screen for press, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. Or they're so confident that this will do fine, they didn't need press support behind it. I don't care about Scream 7. What I do care about is a very other important scream of cinema history, and that is the Wilhelm scream. Now, Brian, I've told you about the Wilhelm scream. We've talked about this.
Yes, I mean, we talked about it years ago.
Aaron and Bill, are you familiar with the Wilhelm scream?
No.
You have heard this scream. I promise you, you have heard this in history. The origins of the Wilhelm scream, 1951. It was a film called Distant Drums, and the sound effect is called Man Getting Bit by an Alligator and He Screams. That was the actual name of the sound effect. It was performed or believed to be performed by an actor by the name of Sheb Wooley. It's not 100% confirmed, but pretty much all sources say this is Sheb doing it. Sheb, by the way, is known for doing the 1958 song, The Purple People Eater.
Yeah.
That one-eyed, one-horse, Purple People Eater. Okay, so this sound effect, let's roll the clip, and you can hear the sound effect director coaching Sheb into this sound effect. Let's hear it.
A man getting bit by an alligator and he screams.
Okay, quiet.
Stood out towards me. Okay, right.
The first one you did up here was much better. No, not an owl. A real scream of pain.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
That's so interesting.
That is the Wilhelm scream. That is the actual scream that was then used in that film, Distant Drums, but it was then also used by a number of other films from the Warner Brothers lot at the time, including A Star is Born, 1954, Them, 1954, Land of the Pharaohs, 55, The Green Berets, 1968. I mean, it was used in countless films and television shows, usually as somebody falling off of a high precipice or falling or being shot or something to that effect. So that all happened in the 50s and 60s.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but did Distant Drums have a man being bit by an alligator and screaming?
It did. In a scene, there's a scene where, and that sound effect was, in fact, used in Distant Drums.
So this was Foley work.
All Foley work, all sound effect work being done at the time. 1977, sound designer for Star Wars, Ben Burtt, happens on this record, or happens across the tapes of this, and he goes, this is amazing. I'm going to use it. So he ends up using it in Star Wars 1977. Burt would also go on to work on films such as American Graffiti, Willows, Gremlin, Anchorman, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Lethal Weapon 4. I mean, and he would weave this sound effect into all of those films. And there were other sound effect directors who were starting to catch on to this too. So now it is to the point that according to the National Science and Media Museum, the Wilhelm scream has been used in over 400 films and television shows since then. We have a montage. I want to play this montage for you so you can just see it now in practice and see how it affects and how it works. Take a listen to this. The Wilhelm scream, you have heard it.
It's like an ongoing homage now.
And it continues to this day. So there are countless films that I still see it in, and you will, if you're with critics and we're watching a film and we hear the Wilhelm scream, we all applaud or laugh in approval of it because it's so iconic.
It's such a fun little Easter egg, right?
It's a little thing. It has been woven into so many television shows and films for the last 60, 70 years that it is now a part of our cinema fabric. And this is one of the fantastic things that we have to look forward to.
I love that it's been in movies that are iconic, too.
Yeah.
Like, Indiana Jones.
And the Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Yeah, and incidentally, it gets its name the Wilhelm scream, as Bert would also, Ben Burt saw that it was actually titled Private Wilhelm in a film called A Charge at Feather River in 1953. Private Wilhelm gets shot in the leg by an arrow, and that same scream is used. And so Bert gives it, okay, we're going to give this the Wilhelm name. And so that's where it all comes from.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really cool.
Cinema history.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go, and a little Easter egg to watch for.
Well, I'm glad you didn't ask all of us to scream, because I think viewers at home and plus producers and management here would say, what are they doing?
What is this?